Welcome back, guys. I'm Tony Hanson, joined by Vin B and Vinny Pro. And today we're looking on Tabletopia.com at the game called Wingspan. So, for those of you not familiar with Tabletopia, it's a great place to play virtual board games, some of your favorite, online with anyone, anywhere in the world at any time. It's pretty cool. You can run many games at once. And we're going to show you some of the features of how to use it on the platform. And then we're going to take you into the game. So first, I'm going to show you the bottom right-hand side of the screen. You're going to see the video feature that allows you to see your adversary on screen. And you see Vinny waving right there. And that allows you have video capability, you have audio capability, and you have text capability. Now, besides that, you have the point of view you have in a 3D environment. You can use from different perspectives, which is pretty cool. And it kind of works the way you think it should work. So it's pretty intuitive, pretty nice. I'm going to show you really quick before we get into the game how to use the camera perspectives, which are very helpful. So basically, anything you see in the platform, it's important to remember that it's only your point of view. So when I look at it, if there's 3 other players, I don't hog the view for them. I'm not changing the board for them. They have their own view and they control that view. So what's great here is that let's say there's some sort of objective or something on the map that you want to see, and you want to zoom in, and let's say it's the cards in the middle of the screen right here, for example. So I'll go over and I'll press shift. I'll pick a number. Let's say 6. Okay. So the camera is going to save to 6 and on that exact view. So I'm going to zoom out right now. And let's say I'm playing the game. I'm looking at my board and I go, you know what? I wanted to go back to that other view. Instead of pressing shift and the number, which is to set it up, I just press the number. I would press 6 in this case. It moves me back to the middle. And there you go. I can look anywhere I want on the map at any time. And again, it doesn't affect anyone else's screen. If I want to zoom, it's pretty easy. Double click, exactly how you think it would work. Let's go to Vin B right now, who's going to take us through the game, Wingspan.
I guess. So Wingspan is a great game. It's a beautiful game, especially if you like birds. There's a lot of great artwork, and it's all about collecting and seeing different types of birds. And in this game right now, we have a few key areas that we need to know how to interact with. We have our main deck in the middle. We have with the birds that are out that are available to be able to be chosen, and a lot of the interactions with the cards there. We have the dice that are in the upper right-hand corner, and then, of course, we have our eggs and tokens below. And then the main area that you're going to be focusing on for a good portion of the game is our player boards. And as always with Tabletopia, one of the great features is the fact that everything is set up and ready for you to go to. So you can see Tony's mousing over your starting hand here. With Wingspan, you start off with 5 cards that are ready that you have to pick and choose which ones you want to keep. And then, of course, your tokens, your resource tokens that are in front of the board as well. And as you know, with Wingspan, you have to discard down to a total of 5 combined tokens and cards with which ones you want to keep. Now, Tony over there is flipping the card over there. It's another feature that you're going to need as you move through the game. You press F if you're mousing over the card to flip it, or you're able to right-click and select the card. And one thing that Tony has on screen right now is the fact that those 5 cards are in the hand. So as Tony was mentioning before, the cards that are in your hand, there's great card management. Those cards are actually only able to be seen by you. The other important factor in this game is interacting with some of the tokens and the dice. Tony, if you want to show them how to roll the dice.
Sure, pretty simple. You click on the dice, and you go over, press R, and the dice rolls. Let's say that you want to deal with multiple elements in the game. You would press shift. You're going to circle around, and then once you highlight, we'll say those. You press R again, and you'll roll all of them. And it's pretty simple. And it works pretty much the same way with everything when you have multiple things. Just to kind of go over here, if you're dealing with chips, for example, you can pull one of the chips out one at a time, and it'll keep doing that one at a time. But let's say I wanted to pull the whole thing. I do shift, I highlight the whole thing, and then eventually you would move the entire thing all together. Here you go. Here's a bunch of them. Notice them all lighting up, and then I move the entire set.
So one other thing you could do too is when you're dragging the cards, you can actually lock them directly onto the playing field, directly from either your hand or from a place on the table, just by dragging it over one of the boxes and releasing. Now, the other thing you can do too is when you have them in your hand or selected, you can hit F and you can flip, or you can hit Q and E to rotate.
Okay, guys, so that is it. That is Wingspan on Tabletopia.com. Tabletopia is a great place to play thousands of games just like this. Definitely go check it out and have some fun. For Audio Dungeon, I'm Tony Hanson, joined by Vinny B, Vinny Pro, and we will see you next time.